Hello, Shiners. It's your boy, Cy Emery, a.k.a. Coach Cook, your encouragement coach, with another episode of Release the Light. Release the Light is a positive platform dedicated to encouraging you to shine, to be your best self, to spread all of your positive energy upon the earth. On today's episode of Release the Light, guess what? Your boy's out of town again. He's just been all over the place. Hey, I'm at Alvernia University at the Pennsylvania, Maryland boys basketball camp. Let's check it out for a minute. My. I've worked this camp for a number of years. It's the only overnight camp that I still work after all these years of being involved in basketball, and it's one of the best. I have a special surprise for you, a special guest. He spoke at our camp this evening. We've been longtime friends for a very, very long time, and we're going to talk about success, what it takes to endure through tough times, and how to make it to the other side of those tough times. But before I dive into that, let me always welcome my new subscribers. Thank you so much. We're over 1,200 subscribers now, so thank you. I appreciate that so very much. And also, don't forget about Blurred Pains, my latest book, now out on Amazon. Check it out. All right, so my special guest, we go back all the way to the 80s, Messiah College basketball camps, Sam Harris, some of you people. My guest today is none other than Brad Rideout. Brad, thank you so very, very much for being on with us today.
Coach Cook, thank you for having me on, and it's great as always to see you. You bring a light to my life every time I see you because you're always upbeat, you're positive, you always got that smile on your face, and you're always out there helping young people and teaching the game of basketball.
Well, Brad, thank you so very, very much, and it's a pleasure to have you on my show. Look, Brad is a Chambersburg, Pennsylvania graduate, and he's going to give you a little history about his coaching adventures. We're going to call it adventures. only because, in this game, I'll take myself for example. I coached at like 4 different high schools. A lot of people don't realize. They associate me mainly with Susquehanna Township. But I started at Central Dauphin back in the 80s, and from there I went to Township. Then I went to Bishop McDavitt for a bit, came back to Township, and then I went to Carlisle. So, in the coach, you change jobs frequently as you're climbing that ladder of success. So, Brad, give us a little history about Brad Rideout.
Well, first of all, as Coach said, I was born and raised in Chambersburg, proud graduate, Chambersburg High School. I was very, very fortunate to find my wife who graduated from Carlisle. And Coach talks about all the different places. Well, my wife has U-Haul on speed dial. I will say that. And she has to be one of the greatest packers I've ever been associated with. High school ventures, Chambersburg, Greencastle, North Hagerstown High School in Maryland, and Mill River High School in Clairton, Vermont. Yeah, you heard me, Clairton, Vermont. College ventures, Messiah College, Trevecca University in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. Back to Messiah. Did a stint at Shippensburg University. From Shippensburg University, went to Paul Smith College in Paul Smith, New York. But between Paul Smith and Shippensburg, Green Mountain College in Pulteney, Vermont, which unfortunately closed down after 3 years, so that one wasn't my fault. That one I had to leave. Not that the rest of them were my fault, but, like I said, my wife has U-Haul on speed dial. She's the best packer there is. And I could probably drive an 18-wheeler because I've driven enough huge U-Hauls in my life. So that's been my whirlwind right now. Just started at Virginia. Yes, now I'm in the state of Virginia. Left New York State, now in Virginia. At new school, started there in December at Mary Baldwin University in Stanton, Virginia. My wife is hoping that this is the last stop. But as I told her, I love her, but I can't promise her anything. You never know. Not in this profession, as Coach said.
Yes, you never know. Because things can turn on a dime and for reasons that's beyond our control.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you said, the college closed down. Like, who would have thought? After you get the job and you're there for a couple of years and boop, the school's not existing anymore.
Right.
So, Brad,
yes, sir.
With all of your travels,
Yes, sir.
and moving around, what do you think the glue has been to the success of you and your wife?
I would tell you, two pieces of major glue. One, my wife being the rock she is. Never once did she ever balk at a move. Always accepted the moves no matter where they were, as you can see. Never complained, never fussed, just got the U-Haul, did the packing. The second thing, my children and my wife's adaptability. They could adapt to anything. Right now, my oldest is 28, 23, my second oldest, happy birthday today, Diamante.
Oh my God, happy birthday!
And my youngest is 21 to be a senior at Castleton University in Vermont. But during all my moves, people have to understand, they were still school age. And they could adapt on a dime. Meeting new friends, leaving new friends, meeting new friends, leaving new friends. They were the two pieces of glue. Was my wife's adaptability, no arguing, and my three children being able to adapt because their personalities are just like that. They're people, they love people, and they get along with everybody, and it was never a complaint, an argument, or anything from them.
That's unconditional love right there.
Yes.
You think about it, And he didn't mention this, but a sincere love for Dad and his mission.
Thank you, Coach.
See, they have tied into and understand that this is his mission in life, to work with young people, to coach, to help guide them, and they have tacked on to his vision for what it is that he wants to do in life. That's just a rock family, man.
Thank you. Thank you
honestly,
very much.
That's just great, because a lot of wives and a lot of kids would get disgruntled. I'm leaving friends, but they have it under control. And now, Brett, we want to talk about some of your successes, because he's been successful at more than half the places that he's coached. Tonight, you gave a great talk to the campus about work ethic and what it takes to be successful, not only on the court, but off the court. Brad, share a little bit of that with our audience. Success.
Well, I can't take all the credit for that. First and foremost, I have to say that my mother and father taught all 6 of their children what it means and what it takes to be successful. In doing that, I got into the coaching business. And my mentor, Sam Harris, a man who showed me what it was like to be a Christian family man and do the right thing, always said, no matter what program you take over, unless it's an established program that has a winning record, brother, you're going to have to build. And you need patience to build. You need to surround yourself with good people to help you build. Then you need to recruit good people. You need to recruit good players who come from good families. And I say that, and don't get me wrong, not all good families are two-parent. We have just as many single-parent great families out there, be it a single father or a single mother. They teach their children the right thing and what hard work is. And you want to get those type of kids and those type of families in your program. That's how you become successful. Does it happen overnight? No. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Are there going to be roadblocks? Just like in life, are there going to be roadblocks? Bet your bottom dollar there are going to be roadblocks. And you have a choice. Go up to that roadblock, and you can let that roadblock stop you from being successful and being the person you want to be. Or you can work over top of that roadblock. Some cases, I've knocked that roadblock down. You can't let roadblocks stop you from what you want to do in life. And that is on the court, off the court, academically, or look. I've seen some of the best people have some of the, what they would think are great jobs. Some people would think they were bad jobs. I've met some great garbage men. They work just as hard as the doctor next door. Do they have roadblocks? Sure they do. But they know how to overcome them. And overcoming roadblocks, I think, has been the biggest thing for my success. As well as surrounding my people who have the same thought process that I do. Negativity breeds negativity. Positivity breeds positivity. The more you surround yourself with positive people, the better off you are. Sure, there's a lot of negative people out there, but don't let them get in your inner circle because there's a lot more positive people.
Oh, that's just because this whole program is about positivity. Staying positive, being positive, put your best to shine with positive. And as you shiners know, whatever we put out there, that's what's coming back to us. So we want to always put those good things out there: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness, and self-control. We also want those pillars of character: be respectful, be honest, be trustworthy, be a good citizen. Because our last video, what's lighting your path in life?
Coach, can I touch on your pillars?
Yes.
They don't cost anything.
Come on. Tell the truth.
They don't cost a cent. They're free. They are free. And the other thing is, if you can live with that person in the mirror, you can live with anybody.
Wow. Don't cost you a dime to be kind. Don't cost you a dime to be respectful and honest and trustworthy. You just have to decide within you what's going to light your path. And as I said toward the end of that, maybe the better question is, who's lighting your path? He touched on it very briefly when he was at Messiah College with Sam Harris, a good friend of both of ours, telling him how to not only be a good man and a good coach, but be a good man, a good Christian coach. So there are things within us and within that structure that will allow us to let our light shine even brighter. But, as I told you all the time, you have to decide what's lighting your path, gonna light your path. See, hatred, anger, frustration, all of
the negatives. The negatives.
That's not light.
The negatives.
That's not light. If anything, it's darkness. And there's no light in darkness. Come on now. We need you to stay in the light. As Coach Brad told you about being successful, one, you got a plan. Number two, you have to surround yourself with good people.
You do.
Come on now. And then you have to recruit. Remember my video, who's riding with you? See, everybody riding, who's riding for you? Everybody riding with you ain't always riding for you. So although he's recruiting players to be a part of his basketball program, we need to take the same microscope and recruit those people that we want to put in our inner circle to help us be successful.
And another key to all that, Coach, is once a player graduates from your program, they're still your player. They're still your player. A phone call, a recommendation letter, whatever they need, you'll always be there for them. They just might need a phone call. They may be going through something in their life and they just need a phone call. Coach, help me. you can't turn your back on them once they leave your program. They're yours forever.
You'll always be coach. Sometimes on my Facebook, you guys know it, I put, I'll always be Coach K. You can't get away from it.
Nope.
You can't get away from it. So it's sort of like an unwritten rule, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And you're kind of obligated to be there for those people because they still love you long past their basketball days are over. Coach, thank you so much. Coach has to get back to Virginia. He took the time to come on, release the light, to give you some words of encouragement, some words of hope, and some words to help you move forward in your stage of life. Thanks so much, Brad. Appreciate you so much. And as always, this is your boy Cy Emery saying, let your light shine. Let it shine bright so the whole world can see it. Goodbye for now, and as always, God bless. Bye now.